to post the link here.
You don't need to. Well, oh yeah, you can post the link for everyone else. You don't need to post it for me though.
Yeah.
Cause I'm already linked up. We gotta repaint that loader.
Yeah.
We're live.
All right, lady. Welcome everyone here to Survival Sundays. This is RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and WiscSkinny on PlayStation Network. Just give me a second here, and I'm sharing a link here to Facebook. It's kind of late notice, but for both of our schedules, we just needed to get it done right now. So. Oh, come on now. Oh, let's see if I can get somebody else's attention here. All right, welcome to the stream here, everyone. This is RustyMoney here on PlayStation Network and RustyMoney96 on YouTube, and we got WiscSkinny here from PlayStation Network, and his YouTube channel is Dumas Farms. So
Hey.
we're gonna go ahead and get it started with our episode 2 here on Survival Sundays. Welcome to the Survival Sunday show, Amanda. Alright, first off, we're going to be showcasing a survival tractor that's used a lot. It's a tractor pack inside the mod hub that is very beneficial when it comes to survival challenges, and that is from the Ferguson pack. So first off, you got the TAA20 from the mod hub. You can find that tractor in small tractors. That tractor is going to be 9 slots, and it will cost you a base price of $2,500. You'll find it, like I said, here in small tractors. This one right here. It does upgrade to, what is it, 27 horsepower, Casey?
I don't think it upgrades.
Oh, I thought it went up to 27 horsepower, but maybe it don't.
No, no, I'm pretty sure it's 23. I know what you're thinking though.
Yeah, anyway, so that's the first tractor you can get in the pack. The second one, if you buy a second one, is only one slot against you. Mr. T-Bone, how you doing there, sir? The next tractor we're going to show you that's in that pack is the... All right, T-Bone, thank you, sir.
Hey, did you point out the difference between the front loader and the? Because these are both
Oh,
that
yeah.
TEA20 base model.
Yeah, these are both the base model of the TEA20. You got the
That
front
one
weight
with
here.
the loader has chains.
Oh yeah, and the one with the loader here has the chains put on the tires. They do help in snow, but you just got to
Not
remember
deep
this.
snow.
Yeah, not deep snow, and
Not
it's
deep snow.
a low horsepower tractor, so you need to remember that.
Mm-hmm.
We'll hopefully get a demonstration done here, but I tell you what, you'll be
Well, I think a fun thing
surprised.
to point out.
Go
I
ahead,
think a fun
Casey.
thing to point out about this is you see how this loader isn't mounted like a normal loader.
Yep.
Normally your console arms would be right here in the front, right in front of you. But because these tractors are so tiny, they're basically a Ford 8N, but they're put under the Ferguson name. There's some differences, but Ford and Ferguson used to work together a lot back in the 40s and 50s, and this was the Ferguson edition. I've actually seen these tractors in real life. The neighbors had, I believe it was a 30 and a 35. But the way that they had to do it is they had to mount the loader back here for counterweight. Because if you mounted a loader up front, you'd just tip the tractor right over.
Ah, that's why that loader's clear back there. I didn't know that.
Yep.
That's cool. We'll hopefully get a demonstration done here, but some of you have seen that this little tractor here can pick up logs with that pallet fork, and it works pretty smooth. You just gotta get the technique down. But now we'll move on to the next tractor that's in that pack that is
Uh,
cheap. So when you're starting a survival challenge, think of your money.
they're
You
all
can get,
cheap.
these are all cheap right here. Yeah, logs are good, T-bone, that's right. So the next one is this one right here. It's for a base price of $2,800. It has a horsepower of 23. Your
Mhm.
first tractor is only going to be um, let me look here. It's a negative 10 slots for that tractor. And then your second one will be a negative 1 slot. Um, I haven't used that tractor that's got the sleds under it. Excuse me, other
Uh,
than
I,
setting up.
my straight suggestion, unless you've got snow, don't use it. It doesn't turn well. It doesn't turn well on regular ground.
Yeah, it doesn't do very good. But what I do like is I like the track part of this tractor.
Yes.
So you can get it there with the tires on it instead of the little front sleds. Um, but and then you can also do the extra two
Untracked.
wheels. Mr. T-Bone, both Casey and I play a variation of forestry maps and farming. I actually was in if you were one of those guys last night, I was in that live stream of that test map with the Shanty Boys last night. That was in the chat. That map looks good. I hope it comes to council or one of those maps come to council. I don't know if you were in
I've been
that
screwing
deal, but
around. I've been screwing around with forestry a little bit, but I wouldn't say I'm super into it. I don't mind using tree machines, but if you've ever seen my lives or any lives where I'm with Rusty, we all know how much I just love cutting crooked trees down with chainsaws.
yeah, yeah. Mr. T-Bone, I thought you had made one of the maps. It's good to know there in the chat that you made Dark Forest. So,
Dark Forest.
everybody, we got a map
Is that on
creator in the
PS4
chat
or
here.
is that a PC map?
No, it's on council too.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
I'll have to check
Dark
that one
Forest
out.
is on council, ain't it, T-Bone? I'm pretty sure it is. I've never been on it. I need to, but okay, we'll move on to the next tractor here and wait for T-Bone to respond to that question. But I'm pretty sure it's on council as well. Yes, it is, he said. All right, the next tractor in the Ferguson pack is,
These are my favorites.
and yeah, this is Casey's favorite of this pack. This ain't my favorite.
I love them. I love them all, but this one,
This tractor here is the TEA 20 Tandem, 47 horsepower, so it's quite the upgrade in the pack.
it's
It,
it's two TEA 20s put together.
yeah, that's basically what
So
it is. You're
23
right.
plus 23, they threw you a bone with an extra horse.
This tractor here is only going to be also a negative 10 slots on your first purchase. Your second purchase will be a negative 1 slot. So I believe that this pack was made by NMC, I think, if I remember correctly. It's a very good tractor pack for survival.
It's a great tractor pack. I love this thing.
Yeah. So you
Like,
can
if
put
I were to
triples
clear
on
out
it.
all my mods tomorrow, I would grab these again right away.
Yeah. So my favorite is this right here, but with the track on it instead.
Yeah. So, okay, here's a little fun fact. I'm a tractor nut, so I have little tidbits of tractor information. I'm not sure if Ferguson actually made these in the factory, but in the late 50s, people were looking for more horsepower, and big tractors were just starting to be a thing. Uh, I'd have to look at my history, but like Steiger hadn't even started making tractors yet. But people wanted bigger horsepower for bigger fields. So they would buy two of those TEA 20s, and then this would be done in a garage by a mechanic. You can look all over the internet. There's tons of people that did stuff like this. I've seen John Deere's 720s done like this. Uh, Numerous other tractors done like this. And it was usually big plains wheat farmers that wanted bigger tractors to cut bigger fields.
Yeah.
So most times something like this would have been done in the shop.
Yeah. Um, that's a lot of good tidbit information there, Dumas, that I didn't know. um,
Learn something new every day, bud.
Mr. T-Bone says in the chat that he has either made or helped with, because I'm not sure what direction I need to say that correctly. Have 18 maps total. Mr. T-Bone 39 has been a part of. So that's a lot of maps. So I thank Mr. T-Bone for being in the chat. He's made the
Yeah.
maps, so
Made 18 maps.
the next
Good
thing we'll
grief.
be showing you here is the rest of what's in that Ferguson pack. So you got the plows here. These plows in this pack are very, very cheap. Um, you can get this one furrow plow for $100, and it's only one slot. You can get the two furrow. Oops. I gotta look at my notes here. For also a negative one slot for $170, which is this one right here. And then you can go for the big one, which is the one that I always go for because it's still cheap. It's $250 for the 3 to 5 furrow plow, and we have the 5 furrow sitting here.
Um, you should make it a point to remind them that when you buy the extra 2 furrows, you have to pay for them. So it does change in
Yeah,
price.
yeah, yeah. I'll do that here.
Okay.
And that plow also is only one slot. So you'll find those, of course, in plows, and they're all right here. But if you go to this big one here and you customize it, your price goes up. You can make it a 3, a 4, or a 5. I use that plow, and so does Casey, in all of our survival challenges as a starting plow because it's only 350 bucks, and it's 3.5 meters wide.
Yeah.
So it's something that
Um,
a lot of people might not have paid attention to before. Welcome to Survival Sundays, Evil and Justin.
I'm gonna
Go ahead.
say something that's a little bit off here, but these plows. So everybody knows that there's this John Deere Gator pack that came out a little while ago. I'm not gonna get into detail about the pack entirely, but all I'm gonna say is this thing requires 20 horsepower, and that thing is, I think it comes in starting in at about 23 horsepower, just like the Ferguson does. So, hint, hint, word to the wise.
Yeah, you can pull a plow with a gator from the gator pack, if
I'm
nobody
not
knew
gonna.
that.
Yep, there is a 3-point lifter attachment. I can't remember where it is right now, but just
So these
word to the wise.
plows are really good. The only thing that we wish we could do to them is color them.
Yeah.
Next, you got this attachment here for your tractors for forestry, picking up logs.
A log grapple.
It's the log grapple. Um,
We were hoping to have a tree to cut down.
well, we can get one cut down yet. It's only
Uh,
one slot, so and its price, you gotta find it in
cheap.
forestry.
Cheap.
Yeah, it's a cheap grapple. Now I will say it doesn't work very well.
You
I
just
mean,
have to use smaller logs.
yeah,
Weight matters.
you just gotta use small logs when you want to use this one to pick them up. And don't if you hit a bump or something, you're probably gonna drop the log. But it does pick them
In
up.
other
It will
words,
carry them,
take it slow.
but it does work. It's just it's the old way of doing it, so it's not as easy as what
Mm-hmm.
things are now. But it's a cheap grapple. The next thing is
The next
that,
thing is actually a manure fork for the.
yeah, it's a manure fork there for the loader.
Mhm.
That manure fork is only one slot, and it only costs you $150. And then you got the saw, which the saw, oh, what is that thing actually called? Where's my picture at here?
I've always just called it a buck saw.
Yeah, so we'll just go in here. I mistakenly forgot to. It's right here, the cordwood saw. I've
Yeah,
never used it.
neither have
Um,
I actually, but I really want to.
it's only $240. You can cut your logs down shorter with it. I've heard it does work well, but I've never used it.
I've seen it used and it seems to work really well.
I've seen it
But
used in some streaming videos, but
yeah,
and then you got the weight. This weight may not be very heavy. It's cheap, but it does help a lot.
it also only works with the. Just a second here.
Yeah,
I got just
very
so I
good
got the
point.
right lingo here. Um, it'll work on any of the Ferguson tractors. And you have to have the pickup hitch and not the swinging drawbar that you can.
Yeah, so you want to use that weight. What he's talking about is when you customize your tractor on the back end here. This took me a while to figure out myself, but you want the pickup hitch,
I
right?
was there. Yeah, I believe it's the pickup hitch.
Yeah, you want the pickup hitch, not the swinging drawbar, because if you have the swinging drawbar, the rear of the tractor sits on top of the weight. It don't move.
Hmm.
So make sure if you want to use
And
that weight, you
if you
want the
want to see the
pickup hitch.
difference between them, all these tractors over here have the pickup hitch, but both of these tractors over here have the swinging drawbar, so you can.
Hey, why don't you get one of those and back up to that weight, Casey? I'll move this.
This
We'll just
one of
show them
these.
what it. Yeah, we'll just show them what it does here. I'll move this one out of the way. Okay, it took me a while to figure it out. I had to have somebody in stream tell me. It was either that or I saw something later on. But if you have the wrong, see, the weight sits on top of the tractor, or I mean the tractor sits on top of the weight. But if you get the pickup hitch, that weight will work properly, and it really does help, especially when you're picking up logs.
Oh yeah, or anything heavy because logs, pallets, uh, even scooping whatever.
Let's see. Because you got the pickup hitch and the weight on there, you can't raise or lower it. It's in that standard position right there when you put the weight on. It doesn't raise or lower. Oh yeah, gotta shut the tractor off. I'm used to the... Okay, one of our
For the
other favorite
laborer.
things about this pack is this tipper trailer right here. Ah, Mr. T-Bone, who's been around Farming Simulator, never knew that. So I'm glad we're teaching some people some things along the way here. So thanks for that comment there, T-Bone.
One person, one person learned something from our stream. Our job is complete.
Right? Um,
That's.
the other thing that Casey and I really like about this pack is this tipper trailer. And I
Mm-hmm.
don't think there's too many people that really know too much about this tipper trailer. So what I'm going to show you here, first off, I'm going to tell you, uh, where do I got that at? Right there. This tipper trailer is only 4 slots for the first one. The cool thing about this tipper trailer is that you can't find any other tipper trailer that holds as, whoops, wrong one, obviously. You can't find any other tipper trailer that I know of that holds as much capacity and only costs you $650 and will
Pound for
accept
pound, this is a champion.
all those crops down there: wheat, oats, barley, canola, sunflowers, soybeans, corn, potatoes, carrots, or sugar beets, sugar cane, all that stuff down there it accepts. Your second one is only a 1 slot, but that is a great starting tipper, and it holds 3,000 liters, and it's cheap. $650.
Yeah, honestly, if someone were to come up, talk to me and say, what would you survive, what would be the first thing you would suggest for survival challenges? I'd be like Ferguson pack.
Exactly.
This pack is just amazing. It's great. Like I mean, I cannot say enough good about it.
Now you can customize this to a bale loading wagon. That's the only other customization there is.
And you can use
And
it for things other than
yep,
bales too.
yep,
I mean,
you
if you
can.
want.
Yep. All right, I think that's
It's a
all
nice
the.
little flat deck.
Yeah, it is very nice. And
No,
you can.
Justin, you don't have to crank start the tractor. Although that would be great. I think they should bust out some old ones where you
Yeah,
had to do that, like a
you can.
Fordson Model F.
You can get a lot of bales to actually stack on top of that trailer, and
Yes,
it'll
you
still
can.
move.
We have we've pushed that thing to the limits.
Yep. Yep. Don't. Evil says, don't mind the Fergie pack. I just wish could do something with the color. Yep. Maybe add some wood panels or other options. I agree, Evil. If I
Yeah.
only knew somebody from, I'm pretty sure it's North Modding or NMC is the one that made this pack, I think. I wish they would.
Uh, my phone, I can be a googly hooligan quick.
I'm pretty sure it is. I wish you could add color, at least to the plows. I mean, I understand that maybe the tractors maybe never had colors back in the day, but if you could at least color the plows and stuff like that, that would be cool. All right. After Casey gets done looking, we'll take a look at the rest of what we're going to show you, which will go a lot faster than this Ferguson pack.
Yes, it will. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
The next thing we're going to show you
Yep,
is
it is indeed a North Modding Company product, NMC. Same guy that brought you, or same guy group that brought you the Skyrock truck and the, I believe, Reaper, Rambler, and Raptor packs. Also the big D11 dozer. He's a
yep.
very familiar modder. So these are very reputable mods, I would almost say.
Um, T-Bone. I wish I had permissions to edit it, and I would try to add color. Yep. I wish you
Yeah.
did too, T-Bone. If you know anybody from North Modding Company, T-Bone, I guess that
Yeah.
would be one suggestion you could pass along for everybody.
It'd be great, even if they just took the plows and made them so you could change the color of them.
Yeah, the plows. The
I don't even
plows
care
would
about
be.
the rest. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, because I use that plow behind that gator, like I said. So I'd love to have a John Deere green one.
Yep. I agree.
Just I'm just saying.
Um.
Big shout, yeah, and I do want to say big shout out to North Modding Company NMC for this pack. Um, it's been around for a while, so it's a very worthwhile mod.
Yep. The next thing we're gonna do here is I'm gonna show you an overview and explain to you why we went the way we did. So we're gonna. I'll see what I can do on passing the word. All right, cool, T-Bone.
Hey,
Next thing here, let me get rid of my help windows here so I can actually, you guys can see better. Sorry, I always play with the help windows.
I do when I'm
um,
using slightly unfamiliar equipment.
we were gonna showcase some other mods, but Casey and I have been playing around with a few different buildings, especially Casey.
Yeah.
And what we're going to show you here is the rest of these buildings. This building, this building, this building, this building, and these two buildings here, and this silo back here. We decided showcase these. Casey had just recently made a farm on. You get some
Actually, I
echo
did
when I
two.
talk, Rusty. I'm not sure. How do I fix the echo, Evil? As I'll try and talk softer, I guess. Maybe that's the issue. I don't know how else to
Yeah,
fix the
maybe
echo.
your microphone's being too sensitive
Uh,
because you always seem to echo. The last time we tried to do this 2 weeks ago, I back to backed it with you, and
yeah.
everybody who watched my stream, which got, and I don't blame everybody, got really low watches because you sounded, as one commenter put it, sounded like you were a racetrack announcer.
Huh. I don't even got it showing on my phone, so I mean I don't know why that would cause it.
I've got our stream on my tablet here, but I don't have it turned up.
Oh, are you kidding me? I just
Yep.
lost connection to the server.
Oh no. No.
Oh
I'm still
man.
here.
That stinks. It's not my internet,
Oh,
it's the server. So bear with us here. Might have to load back in.
too bad we don't have that test pattern from like old TV. Please
Yeah.
stand by. We're having technical difficulties.
Yep, now I just gotta wait for the stupid game to let me select multiplayer mode again. We all know what
Hey, at
that
least we
takes.
still get.
Being patient. Yeah, there, T-Bone. It's the Ferguson pack on the Mod Hub.
Mm-hmm.
Since we're right here, I'll just show you, T-Bone. I'll show you which one it is. Since we're right here. Anyway. Oh.
Well, maybe our stream will be a little longer than we'd planned, only due
Yeah,
to
the
technical
buildings won't take
difficulties.
very long, but I really want to
No.
show them to the people because there's some cool things. And
Mm-hmm.
some of the
I love
buildings
these buildings.
I don't
It,
think a lot of people have seen.
yeah, you could easily overlook them. That's the thing though. A lot of people don't play like you and I do. We're small players. We like to do survival stuff. Um, so a lot of people are like, well, I just want the biggest barn. Which I mean, hey, if that's your style of play, that's your style of play. I'm not dissing you. I'm not bagging
Oh,
on you.
there it is.
Nothing.
Right here it is. Ferguson pack, Mr. T-Bone, right here. North Modding Company. Yeah, thanks, Evil. I figured out I went right by it. There it is. All right.
Oh no!
What?
Shaming Man is streaming now.
Shaming Man is streaming.
Yep.
He said he was gonna try and wanted to watch this. So we're gonna show you some animal pens and why this is loading here. We're gonna show you a cow barn, a chicken coop,
Hog barn, chicken coop,
yeah,
and a sheep
hog barn,
pen.
and a sheep barn, an
I
old
have
brick
not.
barn, and a grain silo.
Yep. I
And
have not found a horse stable that matches these mods yet.
yeah, so the reason we're going to show you all these is because they kind of match up and they make the appearance of a small farm look good because they got
Hmm.
one piece of their structure is the same color as the rest, so it just kind of sets it off a little bit, makes it look nice.
I currently have two farms where I'm using these buildings on. One of them is on a map that I don't know if there's actually a farm soil structure to, because I've planted crops and I can't. They won't. They just don't. They keep growing and they don't stop. So I don't know. So I'm going to. I'm trying it out on a well-used map, Mercury Farms, using all the same buildings and
All right, I'm loaded back in. All right, why we wait for Casey to get back in here. We're going to show you the first one here is this old brick barn. This is one of my new favorite barns for a survival
mhm.
challenge. It is a little um, expensive for a survival challenge, but it's very roomy.
Hmm.
I guess I thought it was 30,000, but no, it's only 22,000. It's right here. That's how. All right, Casey's load. That's all the bigger the footprint is, and it doesn't have a lot of collision area,
Right.
so it's very nice
I've
to
uh,
place.
I've backed pressure washers and fuel tanks dang near right up to the wall with it.
Evil's used this barn too. Yeah, so see here, we probably can. Yep, see we can get that all the way up as close to that shed. I mean,
Hmm.
it doesn't have a lot of collision area. It only rotates, as you can see, like that. Um, but it's very unique.
It has light,
Yeah, it has lights.
and I love this little side door
Yeah,
because you can come at it from this angle, and you can stash small equipment like this is a perfect example. These two little Ferguson plows here, the 1 and 2 furrow. You
yep,
back those right in there and they stash right away, and then you still got this giant open area to put whatever else in.
yep.
I
Everything
mean, if
that
you use
we're
a lot of small equipment, this thing is fabulous.
yeah, and everything that we're showing you tonight or today, I should say, is seasons ready.
Yes.
It says that in the description that it's seasons ready. You can stack bales in there and everything in this barn.
Mm-hmm.
That barn is kind of one of the reasons we wanted to show you this layout, um,
This thing
because of
actually
that red
inspired
door.
me. Yep, that red door inspired me to start. Well, I saw another mod that we'll be showing you shortly that matched up with it. I'm like, oh, those two would look good together. I should tell Rusty. And then I found another one, and then I found another one, and another one, and I found
Yep.
all these mods. I crawled for them because I wanted a farm that looked like it matched together. And I did
Yeah.
realize something now, Rusty. There's another one that I completely forgot to tell you about.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that barn is 22,000 and it's only 18 slots, which to some people that's a lot of slots, but you got to think about it. That's a building. You know,
When your
it's
tractors are only taking up a few slots,
yeah.
with a survival challenge, like we've said before, you shouldn't be worrying about your slot count because
Mr.
you usually get 1,300 slots at least.
Yeah, Mr. T-Bone just told us all in the chat that he passed the word about the color on
Sweet,
the tractor pack, so we'll see how it goes. So this next building
sweet.
here is the cow barn,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll find that here in animal pens. And this is a very good cow barn. It's 50,000. It
Oh, excuse
it
me.
does place a little tricky.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of touchy on where it can and can't go.
I believe it's because of a terrain
Yeah,
issue. Like it's got to be spot on flat.
yeah.
I think is the issue. I'm not quite sure, but
This,
either way, it's still great.
yeah, it's still good. This cow barn is 26 slots. For the first one, it's 50,000. It holds 40 cows. Um, when you come in here, your triggers are right here. This is your feed trigger.
Your light switch trigger is right over here.
All right, there's the lights. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
It
yeah,
is
your
fully lit,
feed
well
trigger's
lit.
right here. This is the water trigger. The only downfall about this barn is you ain't gonna get anything very tall or wide through these doors. I will tell you that,
Ferguson pack will fit.
yeah, the Ferguson pack will fit.
Mm-hmm. Hence why we wanted to show you these barns with that because they're small enough
Yeah,
that you can easily fit them in here.
we're not showcasing this truck, but this truck does fit and does work very handy in these barns.
That's one of our resident vehicles.
Um,
And both the doors do open and close on both sides of this of the feed area here. So if you play in a cold climate, you can bundle your cows up.
yep,
That's the milk trigger right there. We're pretty sure. Once
yep.
again,
This is milk.
like the last one, like the last cow barn we showed you guys, this one also does the loop of the wire when you open the gate. Rusty, why don't you open that gate and show them? It all loops up over here, and then when you close the gate, it just stretches them across there. I love that because every farm I ever worked on, every farm, had gates like that. So I really dig that part of it.
Yep. So this is where you get your animals, of course,
And I
and
mean,
then
really, you should take it and really take the time when if you do place this mod to give your cow some grass. It will just give them dirt. Otherwise, that's
yeah, it only gives them dirt. Yep. Here's your digestate, or not your digestate, your slurry,
Slurry.
sorry.
Another cool function that I love about this thing is it has its own barn cleaner.
Yep.
And as you can
No,
see, we got a little pile of dookie.
the straw is right here, Evil, when you first come in.
No, you just step up onto the feed trigger and then with a straw blower or whatever.
This barn, the triggers are very touchy, so you gotta be
Yes.
just right.
I keep wanting to figure out or try to figure out if there's anything up in the haymow up there.
Yep.
Like I want to almost buy an elevator or bale or a belt system and try to figure that out because it looks like it's animated behind that door, but I don't know. And I believe
Yep.
there's doors on both sides.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Yep.
This pig enclosure here is very appearable. I like it because it's got this overhead lean-to right here
Nice area to
where
store small
you can
stuff in.
store stuff. And then you can also store stuff inside here in this big area. This is your feed trigger right here, and the straw trigger. The straw trigger is close, further down here, sorry. Right there's the straw, this is the feed. And here's your slurry point,
Water.
your manure. And to get your pigs is right here through the door. Whoops. This pig enclosure holds 50 pigs. It's $50,000, and it's 21 slots for the first one. Um, it does work very well. Casey's been using this pig enclosure.
Yep.
Excuse me, I haven't had the chance to use it yet. But this is all the bigger it is, footprint-wise. You gotta find, of course, some decent ground to put it on, but
Hmm.
we can
But
get
it's
pretty close to
pretty
stuff.
easy to place. Like it doesn't give you problems like the cow barn will.
Yep.
And even though that cow barn gives you a little bit of problems, I still love it. I still love it. I have nothing bad to say about it.
It's 2 slots
It's
for the second
word,
one.
word, yep, word to the wise, if you're going to build a farm around this, put that cow barn down first. Less collision.
Oh yeah, good point. Put the cow
And then
barn down
build
first.
your farm around it.
Yep. The bacon house where you store the uncooked bacon. Yeah, Justin. Yep.
Bacon seeds.
Okay, so that's pretty much everything on that
Yep.
pig. Let's show these 2 sheds real quick.
All the bale sheds.
Yeah,
Yep.
Casey
These are
just
another one
found
that I
these.
stumbled across.
Yeah, just found these bale
And
sheds. He
they,
was looking for something to match the buildings, and because of these red structure,
yep,
he
they look really
liked
good.
these. There's a small one and then a large. These are bale sheds, basically.
And they got
But
neat little items of garbage and junk and
yep.
whatnot around them because, once again, I've never been on a farm that didn't have a little bit of junk laying around.
These bale sheds
Oh, excuse me, everybody.
are the bale
Justin, you're
shed
making
is
me hungry, dude.
the big one is 50,000. It's 9 slots. The small one, which is called shed for bales, is 30,000 and is 7 slots. And I can't remember if they're right here. So here's the large bale shelter, is what it's called. And here is the shed for bales, the small one. And see, we can get them really close together, so there's not a lot of collisions on these.
Mm-hmm. Which makes them very nice and easily placeable.
Okay, let's go to the next thing.
So this was actually the second mod that I had found that matched the old brick barn, or that old brick barn. And I'd accidentally downloaded it because Rusty actually sent me to download a different sheepfold. When you're on the mod hub, this thing comes up as sheepfold. It comes up as something different in the game, though. I think it just comes up as sheep pasture in the game. Let me scroll.
It holds 80 sheep. It's $55,000, and it's 29 slots for the first one.
And
And
the one next to it is actually the mod that you sent me to find.
oh yeah,
But then I found this one.
so it's right
And
here
this is the
called
one that I
sheep
thought.
pasture in the store anyway. But in the mod hub, he's correct. It's called sheepfold, and that's the footprint. And you can get it pretty. Like we can put another one right there, real easy.
Mm-hmm. I love this one because it has so much storage. Once again,
Yeah, this is
it
another
season's
reason.
ready. The
Yep.
lights. It has its lights.
It's got a nice storage room here. Light switches. This is where your wool will spawn in. There's
Don't
the
forget the ladder over here.
or where'd you go?
Uh, Upstairs.
Oh, I forgot. Yeah, there's upstairs ladder right here. You go into
Yeah.
hayloft up here. We haven't tried to move anything up into this hayloft, but
Yeah. But it's still cool. Like just a little tidbits, and that's the stuff that I really like about these. They're very well detailed. Uh, the modders, and I remember one of their names, but I can't. Two of them, but I'm probably gonna buff them up. One of them is Mifu FS. I believe it's Meifu capital FS. And the other one is Chameleos0397, I believe. Forgive me if I butcher your names. And then there's one of them's made by another person, but they all fit so well together. But all these modders did so great at all the little details. The garbage laying around, the rusty buckets, and all that. So
here's their animal dialogue box trigger. Your feed point and straw point are in here.
I don't know if you can give them straw.
Oh no, yeah, you don't give sheep straw. Duh. Sorry about that. Here's your water point. Yeah, I think you could probably get bales up there, guys. Just get yourself
You'd have to get one of the small balers.
get yourself a bobcat with the extension from the CSE pack and lift bales up in there.
Yeah.
But we just like this barn. This like I said, it
Me
matches
too.
the other ones. Since we're
Yep, and
this far,
this was the one that sparked me to try to find all the rest of them. Where you going, buddy?
Where are you at?
It was right next to you.
I just figured we're at this end. We just as well do the silo, then do the chicken coop.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll do the chicken coop last because that's going to take a little bit.
You go ahead and talk about this silo because you're the one that found it, and I'll just touch that this large silo is $55,000. It holds 200,000 liters and it's 24 slots for the first one. Go ahead, Casey, and finish out what you want to talk about on this
All
silo
right.
here.
So, well, there ain't too terribly much to talk about. It looks really good. It matches in with everything. Like those bale sheds we had, we'll tie this in. It's got patina, a little bit of rust here and there. Little piles of junk. It isn't, and for the price, you just can't beat it. There's two different dump points. This one here, and this one over here. This one, now here's where I ran into issues with it. As you can see, we've really done some flattening and screwing up of Felsbrunn. we, as you can see, it normally isn't this high up. Rusty
Oh,
did a
yeah.
really good job of blending it in, though.
Yeah,
But
here, yep, see, this was all terraformed, so I had to smooth this out. But, what,
and we had to screw around and place it a few times. So once again, this is another one, level ground.
yeah, it's big. The footprint is big. Well, it's not big,
Yep, the
it's just
footprint is
long.
big. Yeah, it's long. And there's this ramp right here. So you can back right up into here and dump your
Yeah, so right here is
trailer.
what he's talking about, the ramp. So when you place it, it puts this ramp in for you, so you got to be
Yep,
careful of where you
that's what I
place
was
it.
that's what I was getting at.
And so
So
when
yeah, be
you,
very careful where you place this. It is heavy terraforming, it will do. And then right up above
whoops,
here is also where the grain spout is, the auger spout.
yeah,
So, but I mean, at 100,000 liters for what was it, 50, 55,000? Or was it?
55,000 for the cost.
Yep.
But see, it
And
doesn't,
but it's not multi fruit. It only holds the basics.
yeah.
Wheat, barley, canola, corn, oats, sunflowers, and soybeans.
But when you place that there, you see it doesn't show you that it's going to put in that ramp, but it
Right.
does. So just so you know. But yeah, there's that auger point for offloading or overloading, I mean.
And I'm a real butthead, and I forgot. I found a fuel point that also matches these very well.
Okay. What's the mod called?
I would have to go in
Oh.
to the mod hub and tell you.
All right, we got one last mod to well, two mods to show you, but they go together. It's over here. It's the chicken coop. This chicken coop is a very good chicken coop for survival challenges. It's cheap. The only downfall is it feeds through this door. So I would suggest that you might want to give yourself a whirl at the mod called wheelbarrow. This wheelbarrow, you actually enter it as a vehicle.
You also buy it as a vehicle. It took us for. We both had it downloaded and we couldn't find it.
Yeah. And you got to start it actually. So then you just drive up
I think you need to gas it up too, but I haven't used it enough to burn the fuel in it.
and you can get the feed trigger right there. You can go all the way up to the feed trough and still get the trigger. But it dumps just like that. This thing is pretty tricky to drive. You can roll it. Just
And
ask
once you
Rusty.
roll it, once you roll it, you're resetting it. You can't pick it up.
Laughing out loud, gassing up a wheelbarrow. Yep,
Right?
you both.
Isn't that something?
Yep. Um, so the wheelbarrow is only $50. It's one slot.
And
The
you can
chicken
paint it
coop, the chicken coop
pretty much
is
whatever color.
10,000, 22 slots and holds 17 chickens.
Once
Um,
again, it's seasons ready,
yep.
and it has lights.
The chicken coop is right here.
Light switch is right on the front here. I like it because it's got a lot of little details. Once again,
Light switch, yep,
little
right
stuff
there.
stacked around. Both of these doors are interactive. This little door right here, and the front door is also as well interactive. I like how the posts, are used to hold the doors shut. I think that's
And then the other thing about the wheelbarrow that you need to know is it's actually in vehicles, in miscellaneous, and there it is. Because when I tried to find it the first time, I thought it would be in tools miscellaneous, but no, it's in vehicles
hmm
miscellaneous.
Oh, I remember oh man, I was getting upset. I'm like, where in the heck is this thing?
Now you can customize the color of that wheelbarrow to any of those on that pallet. So, and of course it requires 10 horsepower, so I guess you yourself are 10 horsepower.
Woo! I'm stronger than 10 horses. Whoa.
But anyway, that's kind of our Survival Sundays episode 2 here on Felsbrunn for Farming Simulator 19 on PlayStation 4. Um, Popped in to drop you a like and say hi while the shaming man sorts out his technical issues. Thanks, Titch. Um, Appreciate it. I hope everybody enjoyed this Survival Sunday show. I hope you learned something. Um, we'll be doing this again, hopefully in 2 weeks, and showcasing some more mods. Um, Anybody want to leave us a comment what they enjoyed and what they'd like to see in the future, if anything? Anybody got any comments, questions before we end?
Do a burnout with the wheelbarrow.
Do a burnout with a wheelbarrow. I wish we had a tree. I would encourage you to try out this tractor, excuse me, without the chains, unless you have snow. Put a weight on the back end, put the front weight on the front, of course, and use a pallet fork and practice picking up a
Nope.
log because it will pick up a log.
I gotta correct you, Rusty. Once you put the front loader on it, it takes off the weight on front.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I like that I used the barn, but none of the animal stuff. They do go together with the hints of red all around.
Hey, Bruce.
Hello, greetings from Mexico. Hey, Carlos. Hey, guys, sorry I'm late, slept too late, and had to eat. No problem, Bruce.
Thanks for stopping in.
Yeah, thanks for stopping
Even
in.
though we're just getting done.
Yep, this is a lot shorter than the last one.
Yep, we made it right around the hour mark like we were planning. Good
Yep,
job.
yep. So we hope you all enjoy it. Share it. Leave some comments when it goes back to YouTube and hit that like button for us.
Smash that like
And
button.
come back for the next Survival Sunday show, hopefully in 2 weeks again. So we'll see you all later. From Rusty and Money, And Wisconsin Skinny, we say happy farming.
Happy farming.